Hello, fellow toy collectors. This is J.A.R. 369, and welcome back for the end of the year video. Oh boy, 2020. Oh boy, the worst year ever because of the whole COVID-19 going on, and some movie theaters been delayed, and yep, conventions been delayed as well. But sometimes there are good things in 2020, like the Wonder Woman 1984 came out on HBO Max, and so does the film Soul. Well, for the live action Mulan movie, originally it was supposed to be you had to pay $30 for Prime Access, but luckily now in December it is finally free to watch. Well, that's a good thing, by the way. So, what do we. Plus, there's some new toys came out in this year. New reveals for 2021. Heck, everything was. Sometimes it's a good year for this year. So for my whole life, what I do in 2020, reviewing toys. So that's why I'm making a video of the top 10 toys of 2020. There are some rules I will include. Some rules I will include the figures that appeared in that are not appeared in 2020, but I reviewed the figures in 2020. It doesn't matter. I can add any figures from the past years or any year that I reviewed in 2020. I mean, there are some toy collectors, YouTubers are showing figures that only appear in 2020. But for me, I'm only gonna appear figures that are not from 2020. But they're still the best figures that I ever reviewed, for my personal opinion. So with that in mind, let's get to the list, shall we? On the number 10 spot here, we got the Jurassic World Emperor Collection Dr. Ian Malcolm figure. So what I do like about this figure is the sculpt, the paint apps. The head likeness to Jeff Goldblum looks really good. The articulation looks very posable. And the accessories are really accurate how he was in the movie. Well, except for the water cup that he comes with, the water cup actually only appeared on the dashboard from the first film. And I'm really glad he came in with a flare so you can pose him around, like waving the dinosaurs like, hey, over here, over here. And I'm really happy that he comes with a display stand of a Ember, which is really a nice touch for Mattel. So overall for the figure, it's a great looking figure for this year. That's why he's on number 10 on my spot of my list. On the number 9 spot, here we got the Marvel Legends Stan Lee figure. 2019 was the worst year for comic book fans. Why? Because we lost the great Stan Lee. And back in 2020, or back in 2019, in honor to make this figure, why not, in honor of Stan Lee's death, why not honor him with the figure that we always wanted since the old Toy Biz version that came out in San Diego Comic-Con? And I'm really happy that this figure turns out a great likeness to Stan Lee, great sculpt. The articulation is a standard Marvel Legends articulation, but you can get a great posability with this figure. I really like how he comes with accessories like the Captain America shield with Stan Lee's name on here. And not only that, he also comes with a chessboard that he uses from the first Avengers movie, which is this outfit that he wore is mostly based on the first Avengers film. It was a nice touch to Hasbro. So that's why the Marvel Legends Stan Lee figure is on the number 9 on my spot of the list. Taken on the number 8 spot, here we got the McFarlane Toys Stranger Things Demogorgon figure. Now, the sculpt of this figure looks a really incredible figure, and I'm really gotta admit, it looks amazing. Yeah, the sculpt, like I said, looks really incredible. The head sculpt looks really great. The articulations is a standard McFarlane Toys articulation, but you can still make great possibilities with this figure. Now, he does not come with any accessories, which that's okay because he doesn't use anything from the show besides the display stand that can help him stand up. But what I really wish that he does come with the alternate head with a closed mouth head. I mean, I just don't know why Todd McFarlane included that as the alternate head. But overall, it's still a great figure, and that's why he's on my number 8 on this list. On number 7 on the spot here, we got the Marvel Legends Black Widow movie Taskmaster figure. Oh boy, the worst part about 2020 is that the Black Widow movie has been delayed, and now changed back to 2021, which is this year. But we still get figures. Good thing. We have like the other Marvel Legends Black Widow figures, like Black Widow herself, Yolanda Belova, I forgot her name was. Red Guardian, and other figures that I reviewed, including the Winter Soldier figure from the comics. But none of them can beat Taskmaster himself. I mean, take a look at this figure. The sculpt and the paint jobs, everything with this figure looks really incredible. I really like how this figure looks. It looks exactly how he was in the movie. The articulations is standard Marvel Legends articulation, but like I said with previous list of Marvel Legends figures, you can still make great possibilities with this figure. The accessories is really good. He comes with a bow and arrow, interchangeable hands, sword, and a shield. But it's really interesting. I really wish he comes with the alternate head, the unhooded head. I mean, that would be really cool. But that's all on my list. So, Taskmaster is on number 7 on my list. On the number 6 on the spot, here we got the Star Wars The Black Series Darth Vader figure. Now, I've been reviewing several Black Series figures in 2020, like the Beskar Armor Mandalorian, the Carbonized Mandalorian, Carbonized Boba Fett, and all the figures that I reviewed from 2020. But nobody can beat the Star Wars The Black Series Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary Darth Vader figure. The figure itself looks really incredible. I gotta admit, they did really a great job. Updated this figure from the old one to the new Darth Vader figure from the A New Hope. Even though the body, the head, and everything is exactly the same as the A New Hope version of Darth Vader, but it added like the little, replacing the blue button with the green button. Replacing the green button with the blue button, and added butterfly joints. Which is very posable for your action figure collection. Now the sculpt, like I said, looks really good. It's the same, but still really good. The articulation is just a similar Star Wars The Black Series articulation, but again, you can still make great possibilities with this figure. And I'm hoping in 2021 that Hasbro can release a Return of the Jedi Darth Vader figure, but with the same body sculpt as the Empire Strikes Back version. I can imagine that. Maybe we'll see it one day. Hey, they making a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett in 2020, which I pre-ordered. Can't wait for that figure to come out. So anyway, that is Darth Vader on the number 6 on the spot of my list. On the number 5 spot, yeah, this is really a tough choice for me to pick which of these are the best figures ever made in 2020. One is the Marvel Legends Vintage Wave Rogue, and the Marvel Legends X-Men Deadpool 2 Cable figure. So why not go with both? I did review some of the Marvel Legends X-Men Retro Wave and Marvel Legends X-Men movie figures, like with Domino, Wolverine, and all that. All the figures look great, but nobody can beat Cable himself. Cable, it looks really incredible. The head likeness to Josh Brolin looks really incredible. The sculpt of this figure looks really perfect. The paint apps looks perfect. The articulation, standard Marvel Legends articulation, but you can still make great possibilities with this figure. Accessories, yeah, very packing with all his weapons. And I really wish his cape is made out of soft fabric cloth cape. I mean, it'll be a lot better than just plastic cape. But the figure itself is still great. And for Rogue, and I'm really happy that we have another version of Rogue that we totally missed out from the Juggernaut wave. So this you get your your chance to get your own Rogue figure from this line. I like how she comes with the glove holding hand accessory that she comes with. Overall, the figure itself looks really good. And then, like I said in my review, the body mold is pretty much exactly the same body mold as the first Rogue, but the hair sculpt looks a lot different. So that's why she's next with Cable. So both of them are on my number 5 on the list. On to number 4. Here we got the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys figures. Now, I did review some of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. Green Arrow, Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Joker, and Thomas Wayne Batman. Yeah, but none of them can beat the Arkham Asylum Joker and the Thomas Wayne Batman. Just like with the number 5 on my list, yeah, both of these figures are really tough to choose, like which one's the best. So I had them both anyway. So for the Arkham Asylum Joker figure, I'm really happy that Todd McFarlane make another version of the Joker. Well, their first Joker figure that they ever made. It's a really great representation to the character from the video game. The articulation looks really good. The accessories, I really like how he comes with the gun and 2 chattering teeth, one open, the other closed. A display stand so you can make posabilities with this figure. Like if he doesn't balance really good, so you might use the display stand. And a trading card that he comes with. And I really like how this figure looks for your Batman display, Arkham Asylum display shelf. I mean, I really wish he should have come with Scarface puppet, just like the DC Collectibles does. But overall, for the Joker figure, it's still a great looking figure of the Joker. And for Thomas Wayne Batman, and gotta admit, I really think Todd McFarlane did a great job with this version of Batman. Even though Todd McFarlane always makes too many Batman figures, but no one new character. But Thomas Wayne, it's just Bruce Wayne's father dressed as Batman, doing all the stuff that Bruce Wayne never does. So for the accessories, I like how he came with the pistols, 2 pistols and also the fully functional holster that you can actually put them inside the pistols and pull them out. Just like the Deathstroke figure, which came with a pistol that doesn't come out, it's just only sculpted in the figure. The articulation, yeah, same as the Joker, but you can make great possibilities with the figure. So overall, for these figures, they look really great, and that's why they're on number 4 on my list. Coming up on number 3, here we got the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four Retro Wave Doctor Doom figure. So for this figure, it is pretty much exactly the same figure as the one from the Super Squirrel Wave. But I don't have that, sadly. But thank goodness Hasbro gave us another chance for getting us a Doctor Doom figure. Overall, for this figure, it looks really incredible. The effects on him looks really great. I like how he came with the effects, the flaming effects, so he could put all the jetpacks that he has behind his back. I like how he came with the book, so he can make like spells or became powerful or anything else. I don't know what these books are. He does come with a book of Agamotto, which is you can actually use on your Doctor Strange figure. And I really like I said, the effects on him looks perfect for him. The articulation, standard Marvel Legends articulation, but you can still make great possibilities with this figure. Yeah, and the only bigger difference is the coloring on the outfit that he has. You know, like the light green area there. But there's like a little cloth neck, turtleneck thing here. So overall for this figure, it's really the best figure of 2020, or the best Marvel Legends figure of 2020. So that's about it for number 3 on my list. On my number 2 spot, so yeah, this is really a tough choice for me. Just like the Cable and Rogue and Joker and Thomas Wayne Batman, this is a really hard to choose which of these figures are the best for 2020. So my pick goes all 4 of the figures are made by NECA. Now, first off, the Jason Voorhees figure from Freddy vs. Jason. They did really a great job with this figure, and I'm really glad I have this guy in my collection. The sculpt, the accessories that he comes with looks brilliant. It looks perfect. The paint apps looks perfect. And I like how he came with the interchangeable hockey mask instead of using interchangeable head, just like the other Jason Voorhees figures that he comes with. The Michael Myers figure right there. I really like how he came with the interchangeable hands, the interchangeable head with the dark eyes. In the Leatherface figure, same thing with Michael Myers. Great sculpt, great paint apps. And most importantly, the Super Shredder figure. My god, this is the best figure I ever reviewed. I mean, take a look at this figure. It looks beautiful. I gotta admit, beautiful. It looks really the beautiful figure of all time. I mean, NECA did a great job with Super Shredder. So yeah, that's all for the NECA figures. So I know you were thinking, how come you didn't add Pennywise onto my list? Well, for one reason. Well, I did review the one with spider legs. I mean, it's still a really great figure, but like I said in my review, it's the same figure as the previous Pennywise figure that I reviewed, so I didn't add him to the list because I already added 2 versions of Pennywise onto my list. Top 10 best figures of 2018, best figures of 2019, and all that. So I'm not gonna add him again. So for these figures, yeah, they're on number 2 on my list. And on to my number 1 best figure of 2020 is the Marvel Legends movie Venom figure. And yes, I know you know this is coming because if you see my review, I got super excited for this figure because you know how beautiful this figure is. Oh man, this figure looks really excellent. I love this figure so much. This has to be the best Marvel Legends figure of all time of 2020. The sculpt looks perfect. The articulation's brand new. The body mold is exactly brand new. No reuse of the previous Marvel Legends body mold. Just a whole new different sculpt. I like how he comes with 2 interchangeable heads, one with the tongue, the other with no tongue, just grinning, evil smile look. But I'll stick with the tongue version because that's how we all know him and loved from the comics and from the movies. The interchangeable heads, just basics, just interchangeable hands, fisted hands, and clawed open hands, but I'm going to display that as well. And this figure is, oh my god, so perfect a figure of all time. Such a beautiful figure. So that's about it. That was my top 10 best figures of 2020. If you agree to my list or disagree with my list, leave it in the comments down below. So what's your best figure of 2020? So like I said, leave in the comments down below. So tune in the next time or tomorrow, and I'll be coming tomorrow for new figure reviews or toy reviews. So I'll see you soon tomorrow at my next review for 2021.